Hey guys, and welcome back to NoBlandMakeup, where we do makeup and body paint tutorials, usually with a cosplay twist. And today, once again, we're doing another installment of my World Cup series. This time, we're doing Costa Rica. This one, I don't know. I like this one a lot. I say that a lot, but I really like this one, especially the white on the lower lash line kind of makes me look like an anime doll. I don't know. But today's video is sponsored by me. We'll get into that later. But we're going to start off by applying blue in the crease, and I'm going to work it on the side slash under my eyebrow, but right by my nose. Later on, I'm going to go in and like adjust it a bit, but I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. I also went in with more like a pencil brush just in the crease to kind of deepen the color a little bit. I felt like it wasn't kind of where I wanted it to be, and then I just went over and blended it a little bit more. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to go ahead and clean up some of what I did. I realized afterwards that it was getting a little too 80s for me. So I kind of almost like carved in a negative space, I guess, in that part right by my nose and eyebrow. So I just used a brush to do that, and then I blended it out with another brush slash my finger, and then set it with some eyeshadow. You can use a translucent powder too, because this doesn't really have much color to it. It's just literally supposed to help me fix that, basically. Next, I'm gonna apparently I'm not going to be able to speak for this part. But next I'm going to apply some white base on my lid, kind of doing a cut crease, but not really, kind of, maybe, sort of. And I'm going to blend that out with my finger, and then apply some white eyeshadow on top. And then I'm going to take some white eyeliner and apply that on the waterline. This part's not super complicated, it's pretty straightforward actually. Next thing I'm going to do, just to keep this ball rolling, is I'm going to apply some more of that same blue eyeshadow on the lower lash line. This one's weird because if you apply it with a stiffer brush, it looks more blue, but if you use like a blending brush or something a little bit softer, it gets almost like this like brighter blue kind of feel to it. Like on the lower lash line it looks almost navy, and then everywhere else it's like light blue. I don't know. I'm being weird, but I also blended it out a little bit just for the record. And then once I did that, I went in with some red eyeliner. Again, I don't have red eyeliner, so I used some mixing medium and some red eyeshadow, and I just did my wing. I like to do the tail first just so I can kind of have more control over how it's gonna look, and then just line the rest of my eyes. Also, if you have more issues with doing liner, get something with a flat surface, like a business card or something like that, and use that as your guide. Then I applied some lashes and mascara. If you guys want a full video with tips and tricks on how to apply false lashes, I'll have that linked in the cards up above for anybody who's curious. So this is what the finished eye look should look like. Granted, when you let your glue dry all the way, it'll be clear. And then I went in and applied a nude-ish colored lipstick. This is what I would define as your lips but better. I don't know. But I went ahead and applied that just because there's so much going on with the eyes. But as I mentioned earlier, this video is sponsored by me. I have a merch store on Teespring, so if you guys want to support the channel, get some cool stuff in the process, I have t-shirts and hoodies and stickers and other stuff. And I'm going to be adding some more stuff later on, so if you guys want to see that, the link will be in the description. But this is the final look, and I'm actually very happy with how this came out. I did it a little more rounded, and with the white eyeliner, I kind of look like my eyes are way bigger than they actually are, but I'm not complaining. But if you guys like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to see what comes out of my channel next, and let me know how far you think that Costa Rica is going to go in the World Cup this year. And yeah, that's all I got. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.